Welcome back to Around the Clock. It's time for the Selectmen's Update. We've actually had two meetings since our last filming. The first one was on June 29th. It was a very short meeting. We had two items on our agenda. We were discussing the alternative funding agreement that was presented to us by Campanelli and Thorndike. We decided not to vote or not to sign that funding. We do not have the need to do that yet, as we are still within our window of doing the utility work. So then we had our meeting on July 6th. That was a full meeting. We started with citizens' participation, and we were given input by citizens who live along and around Spring Street and the boat landing at the state park, letting us know of parking incidences. So my reminder to all of you is, if you decide to go to the boat ramp, please do not park where it says no parking. We will be enforcing that, and you'll be seeing more ticketing. And if it gets really bad, we may even move to towing. We also then had some scheduled hearings. We got an update on the Upper Charles Trail progress. That is a committee that we appointed about a year and a half ago to look at creating a trail that would connect the Sherborne side from Ashland into the Hopkinton side as part of the Upper Charles Trail. Some of you may know it already in Milford and parts of Holliston, and we are looking to expand that into Ashland. They gave us an update on their progress, the fact that they're sending out a request for proposals to get some consulting to help design that trail. They've done some work themselves, but really feel that it's at the point where they need some professionals to come in and say this is a good place for a trail or this is not. If you have any interest in that, you can certainly go to the Ashland, Mass website and check out when their meetings are, and you can go listen in. We then had an update by Beth Reynolds, our Economic Development Director. Beth joined Ashland back in January as our Economic Director, and she is working on increasing business here in Ashland and also working with current businesses to ensure that they can work together as well as increase their businesses within town. So if you see a local business that you really like, please support it, because having business in town is a positive for everybody. We then talked about some old and new business at the meeting. We started with a discussion of a declaration of surplus of some firearms. The police department needs to upgrade some of their equipment, so they are surplusing or getting rid of some of their older firearms and replacing it with new firearms. The net cost to the town is not that much because they will be selling the older equipment as surplus. We also then took our formal vote to purchase the Girl Scout property, which is off of Olive Street. This is a piece of property that was approved at town meeting for us to purchase. It was approved to purchase it with sewer enterprise funds. This is hopefully a site where we will be putting a wastewater treatment plant, and it would be the runoff from the wastewater treatment plant. There's another piece of property nearby where we would be looking to put the wastewater treatment plant itself, and then the runoff and leaching fields for the wastewater treatment plant would be in the Girl Scout camp. It was unfortunate to hear that there has been some vandalism up at the Girl Scout camp. If you see anything going on, please let us know. That is now town property, and anything that happens there, we would have to fix and spend tax and dollars and resources on. So if you're walking there, please take a look, make sure it's okay, and if you see anything going on, please notify the police. We will also be having the police go down and take a look and be more watchful in that area. We also voted to accept a resignation. We had a gentleman who had been on a number of committees resign, and we thanked him for his service. We also approved the sponsoring of a community center lunch. So up at our senior center, it is National Ice Cream Day on July 18th. And to go along with the ice cream that is being sponsored by the Friends of the Council on Aging, the Board of Selectmen from our gift account have added pizza to that lunch. So if you're interested, July 18th, you can head up to the senior/community center and join us for some pizza and ice cream. We then made an appointment to the Community Preservation Committee, and once our town meeting decisions get certified, there'll be 2 more slots available for community preservation. So if you're interested, again, check out the website, ashlandmass.com. And not only will you see what openings are there for community preservation, but also other committees and boards that are looking for volunteers to help them out. Under our town manager reports, we got an update on all the developments that are going on here in Ashland and their various progresses and where they're at. Some have just submitted there for approval, some are under construction, and some have been completed. If you're interested, that information will be available online as well once our minutes get approved. And or you can contact the town manager's office and probably the planning board office to get the list of those projects that are going on. We talked with Mike Herbert, our town manager, about his visioning and strategic planning process that we're going to be having him start. He's going to be looking for members of his committee to help decide and design and say, what do we want Ashland to look like? What is the vision of Ashland for 2030? And if you have an opinion on that, and we hope you do, we hope you'll get involved, if not on the committee full-time, but certainly pay attention when the visioning sessions are, so you can come and give your input, because it's going to be very important that we hear from all angles and from all communities within Ashland. We then got an update on the Howe Street landfill solar project. There have been some extra gases read because of a beaver dam. The beaver dam and the beavers have been safely removed, and that will hopefully resolve some of those issues. But the solar project is still moving forward, and Amoresco is helping us with that. We then got an update that the town manager is going to be meeting with members of our Board of Health as well as members of the library trustees. All things that our town manager is responsible for in regards to some of the appointments, but also in regards to the staff that then report to those boards and having that extra communication between them. All in all, it was a pretty quick and quiet meeting, but very productive. I always want to thank those who come out and participate in the citizens' participation. We appreciate hearing from you. If you ever have something you'd like to say, but you're camera shy and you don't want to show up or stand up at the meeting, please feel free to email Ashland Board of Selectmen, and all the members of the Board of Selectmen get that email. Plus, we're all in the book. If you ever want to talk to us or contact any of us on the Board of Selectmen, we want to hear from the citizens and what they think about different projects. Okay, well, that was it for the Selectmen's update. As I said, the next formal meeting right now is scheduled for Wednesday, August 3rd. We will be having other meetings and updates along the way, but that's when our next formal meeting is. Okay. Thanks for watching this section and this segment of Selectmen's Update, and I'll be back with more of Around the Clock.